Hello everybody, welcome. Today we are comparing the AFL teams with the Premier League. This is going to be so exciting. My first video for a long time. I hope you guys enjoy this, okay? Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and you will see more videos like this, okay? Without further ado, let's just get started with a little disclaimer, just letting you know these are just my opinions, so if you don't like them, I don't care. We're gonna start with alphabetical order, which is Adelaide Crows going first, and they will be compared with Newcastle United. They are both fiercely regional teams with strong, loyal fan base, okay? They had periods of success in their own competition, but they are trying to strive to the top tier, okay? This is, Newcastle and Adelaide, they're pretty good. I must say. Alright, next up we have Brisbane Lions with, you guessed it, Wolverhampton Wanderers, okay? I know you didn't guess that, but this one was really tough because I don't know which Premier League team could be compared to Brisbane Lions, but I had to go with Wolverhampton Wanderers. They both had early 2000s dominance with the Wolves and the Brisbane Lions having that 3-win premiership with 2001, 2002, and 2003. I hope I got that right. And they both are respected for their resilience and development of strong squads. So that's why I chose the Wolves. Next up is Carlton Blues. This one is interesting and you might probably hate it. I put them at the Tottenham Hotspurs. Carlton. Yes, Carlton's history of the long drought debuting to 1995, and with Tottenham, they haven't scored a trophy since like 2008. I hope I got that right. And they both have large, loyal fan bases and are considered iconic in their league. So that's why I chose Tottenham Hotspurs. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Okay. Collingwood, this one's interesting. I have gone with Manchester City. We know that Collingwood had a lot of recent success and consistent dominance, okay, within from 2002 and then keep on going. I know they have scored a lot of premierships along the way, but with Manchester City and Collingwood, they are both polarizing and have strong performance and elite rivalries, okay? So that's why I chose Manchester City with that. Essendon Bombers, this one's a little tough for me because who knows what Essendon Bombers can do, okay? That's why I chose Nottingham Forest, okay? They have a lot of good histories filled with championship glory, but have struggled to achieve the same stuff in the modern times, okay? But the thing is, they both remain iconic clubs with passionate supporters. So that's why I chose Nottingham Forest. I just hope maybe sometime Essendon will grow to a bigger club next year, or maybe years later. But who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen? Alright, next up we got Fremantle, and they are compared by Brighton. Yes, Brighton Hove Albion. I don't know why, but they are both young clubs. They are trying to establish themselves as competitive forces, and they both focus on smart recruitment. They did really good recruiting a lot of players like Hayden Young, Andrew Rachel, Caleb Sarong. They're both really good. And with Brighton at the moment, they also played exciting dynamic styles, okay? So that's why I chose Brighton as Fremantle Dockers. Alright, next up is Geelong Cats, and what better club to represent the Premier League would be Chelsea, okay? Chelsea, my God, they have been going good in the Premier League this season and often winning titles or competing deep into the postseason. They are known for their tactical strength and experienced leadership. Okay, Tom Stewart really good, and what else? Con Palmer in Chelsea, they're both kind of similar, but you know, Geelong Cats with Chelsea, that's a really good opinion right there. Okay. Alright, next up is Gold Coast Suns. I have Bournemouth, okay? Bournemouth is known as a new small team, just like Gold Coast Suns. They are trying to solidify, trying to make themselves relevant to the Premier League, okay? Because, you know, with the Premier League, Bournemouth is not really popular, okay? They all say, oh, Manchester City, Liverpool, Manchester United, that sort of stuff. But Bournemouth, they are seen as underdogs, okay? But they have good, bright futures, alright? Just like Gold Coast Suns and Damien Hardwick. That's going to be really interesting. Alright, we got Brentford as Giants, which is pretty interesting. They are a new club as well, but with Giants, they sort of similar with the fact that Brentford is competitive through strong management and player development, okay? With Giants, they sort of same as well. Let me see. Toby Green, really good. And so does JC Hogan. They developed that guy to become one of the best forwards in the club, okay? And of course, they challenge the powerhouse like Collingwood, Sydney, those clubs effectively. Alright, next up we got Hawthorn, and now they are compared with Liverpool. Yes, Liverpool. Hawthorn dominated the 2010s, which is kind of like Liverpool dominating the 2010s as well, making them relevant in the Premier League. Both clubs are defined by tactical brilliance, strong leadership, and they have passionate fans. Okay? I mean, seriously, if you look at the club, Hawthorn, they are doing really good, and they might win the Premiership next year. Who knows? And that's why Liverpool is like the same. Okay. Melbourne Demons, we got Aston Villa. Okay, Aston Villa did really good. From the history, the history of the EPL. Okay, like from the 1950s throughout the 1990s, they have been going strong, just like the Melbourne Demons. But, you know, they are struggling to find that resurgence of being in the Premier League and also in the AFL as well. So that's why Melbourne Demons sounds really good, okay? And next up, we got North Melbourne, and unfortunately, we have put them with Crystal Palace. As we know, Crystal Palace is a small team known for their resilience and loyal fan base. But, you know, at the moment, Crystal Palace is not really, you know, a team that you want to go for. Just like North Melbourne right here, they both rely on the development and try to remain competitive as much as they could. So that's why I said I have them in Crystal Palace. Alright, next up we got Port Adelaide, and they are compared with West Ham United. West Ham United, this one is really interesting because West Ham, they are trying to stay good as much as they could. They both have achieved major success in the modern era, while maintaining the strong local support, okay? West Ham is pretty interesting, and just like Port Adelaide Power. Richmond Tigers, we got Manchester United. We know for a fact that they return to dominance after a long drought. It was like, you know, Manchester United, the history of the ups and downs, but they both have huge, passionate fan base and global recognition. And as of right now, Manchester United is not doing that well, just like Richmond. So that's why I chose Manchester United. Next up, we got St Kilda Saints, and they are compared by Fulham. And Fulham are the underdogs with smaller but passionate fan bases. But the thing is, both teams are struggle. They are struggle to achieve top tier success. But, you know, they are beloved by their communities. So, yeah, that's why I have Fulham on there. Which is, you know, interesting. I don't know if Fulham has a mascot. Alright, let me know in the comments, guys, okay? Sydney Swans compared with Arsenal, okay? Arsenal, they have that consistent and technical style which is akin to Sydney Swans' reputation, okay? They're both teams are frequently in contention with the Premiership, and they are, or that Championship, whatever you want to call it in the Premier League, but they are admired for how they play with their classy play and the history of the Sydney Swans. So that's why I chose Arsenal with Sydney Swans. Alright, West Coast Eagles, this one, little tough for me, but I had to put them with Everton. Everton and West Coast, they have good history with that, have tasted success, but at the moment they are trying to aim to rebuild their club, rebuild their dominance, and yeah, just trying to be like a bigger club, because at the moment they have the loyal fans, but they not as big as like 2018 or like in the 90s. Yeah, that's that sort of stuff. So that's why I chose Eagles with Everton. Alright, last but not least, it's the Western Bulldogs. Like, I'm sorry if you guys was waiting for that, or maybe you skipped. How dare you? Anyways, we got Leicester City. The only reason why I chose Leicester City is because of 2016, okay? Bulldogs won the Premiership in 2016, just like Leicester City winning the 2016 Premier League. And that's pretty interesting because Bulldogs, they were the underdogs in that season. Just like Leicester, no one chose Leicester City to win the Premier League. Alright, no one did. But they're both are known for their grit and ability to, you know, punch above their weight, trying to get over the powerhouses team. Okay, so that's why I chose the Western Bulldogs, Leicester City. Alright guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys liked that video, because there will be more videos just like this coming out shortly. If you want to check out my channel, it's right there. That's my channel right there. Or if you want to check out my other video, it's right there. Look at that. Thank you guys. Catch you later.